Hi Virgo, this is Sade from Blue Alley's Tarot. I'm here to do your January reading. We're going to take a look to see what's going on with you and your person. And if anything comes out for career and finance, we will take a look at that as well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. If you would like to book a personal reading, please shoot me an email. My email address is in the description box below. Now let's get started. Holy Spirit, can you please bless this reading? Give clear, accurate messages for Virgo for the month of January. What does Virgo need to know? Ooh, that really flew out. Okay, so you have time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. So maybe if you and your person are going through things and you're so eager to fix it, it's saying basically take a step back and just, you know, let it run its course, because eventually it's going to work itself out. Then you have twin flame. Your passion ignites. So some of you may be dealing with a twin flame. Then the last one says manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So if you've been manifesting something lately, it's going to come true for you. So now let's pull some tarot cards to see exactly what's going on between you and your person. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo for the month of January? What messages do you have for Virgo for the month? Give me one more message for Virgo. My nails are so freaking sharp that it's like literally stabbing me in the hand. So crazy. Okay, so you have the Ten of Swords, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. So let's go ahead and clarify these cards and see what's going on. And when I split the deck, the Chariot came out. And when I pre-shuffled before I started the video, the Chariot popped out. So maybe you live at a distance from your person. Maybe some of you are ready to travel, or, you know, you all have some obstacles that you all need to overcome. So, Spirit, can you clarify this Ten of Swords? Okay, let's try to pop out. The Three of Swords also tried to pop out in the pre-shuffle as well. Spirit, can you clarify the Hierophant? Why is the Hierophant here for Virgo? Can you give me a final likely outcome card for Virgo and their person? Give me a final likely outcome card for Virgo and their person. Give me one more final likely outcome card, Spirit. Okay. Spirit, can you clarify? Oh, okay. Okay, Virgo. So it looks like you were dealing with someone, but I see that, you know, you recently ended things with this person. This was someone like you've been in a relationship for a long time. This is not like a short-term relationship. I see that, you know, you pretty much cut your losses with this person and you finally see the situation for what it truly is. But I also see that, you know, you're willing to take accountability for the role that you played in, you know, the ending of this connection. And now you're just at the point where you're like, you know what, I want to move on. And with this Justice card, which is Libra energy, this lets me know that now you're ready to have balance in your life. And this also tells me that your person wants to wrong anything that they did to you. They want to make things right with you again. But for some reason, I'm getting that you're not really feeling that. Like, I feel like you kind of want to stay in this Ten of Swords energy and just be over and done with it. Because Next you have the Emperor and the Three of Swords that came out. And the Emperor, that's Aries and Capricorn energy. So this is someone who really does not like to change. So if you all were going through certain issues and you wanted some change in the relationship, you wanted them to compromise more, communicate more, do this, do that. And, like I said, they don't like to change. So it's just like, it's my way or no way. And I think you got tired of that. But, this person really, truly does love you. Like, he's the Emperor. And if you're wondering who this is normally someone that's in a high position. They could be in the military, police officer, something like that. They're usually married or maybe a baby father, baby mother, something of that sort. But this represents someone who is more than likely older than you and well established. And they have such a hard time expressing their feelings. And I think that's one thing that truly bothers you. Because I feel like you just be wanting to know, like, hey, how do you feel about me? What's going on? What's your thoughts right now? And they don't do well with expressing themselves. They don't do well with emotions. They can come out very egotistical at times. And with this Three of Swords, this represents a separation. So, and it represents heartbreak. So something happened that broke your heart. And that's what puts you in that Ten of Swords energy. Like when you're just like, I'm over and done. I don't want to go back anymore. This is it for me. Like, it is what it is. Now, in the future, you have the Hierophant and the Lovers card. So that's Taurus and Gemini energy. So, the Hierophant represents pretty much like teaching. And, well, you know what? No. Because these two came out together, so here's the thing. Because you have this Three of Swords energy and this Ten of Swords energy. So that represents heartbreak and ending a karmic cycle. So the Lovers card, yes, this can represent marriage, happiness, commitment. And the Hierophant at times can represent that too. But the Lovers card can also represent a third-party situation and a choice between two people. So what I feel like happened was you wanted to be in a more committed relationship with this person. You wanted marriage. You just wanted someone to truly love you, and you wanted to reach new milestones with them. But they put you in a third-party situation. And even though you two have a very strong, deep connection, Virgo, I felt like you got tired of being in that third-party situation and you wanted them to make a choice. And I don't feel like they made the choice, or maybe if you're not separated from them right now, you're giving them this ultimatum like, hey, who are you going to choose? So with your final likely outcome card, you have the Seven of Wands, which is clarified by the Two of Swords. The Seven of Wands is Leo energy. This means that either you block this person or you blocked them in the past, or Spirit is blocking this connection. And I truly feel like Spirit is blocking this connection at the moment because they know that, your person has you in a third-party situation. Now, with this Two of Swords card, this means someone has a choice to make, but they're ignoring the fact that they have to make that choice. And keep in mind that the Two of Swords and the Seven of Wands is your final likely outcome card. So your person is ignoring the fact that they need to make a choice between you and someone else. They're just basically sitting there. It's just like they're caught between you and this other person. And they just truly don't know what to do. Like, they really don't know what to do. But for you, I feel like it's best for you to think with your mind and not your heart. Be more logical and try to detach your emotions from this situation, because being in your feelings is not going to help. Because with the Lovers card, the bond you two have is so deep and strong that you always just feel pulled towards this person. And that's because they're your twin flame. But I don't feel like at this moment they're going to make a decision between you and someone else. Because like I said, your final likely outcome card, you have 3 third-party cards. So it's like, are you going to sit around and wait for them to choose you? Or would it be best just to choose yourself and keep it moving? Because I feel like, it's time for you to be more self-aware, understand your worth, understand who the hell you are. It's time for you to boss up, and stop, worrying about this person, because eventually they're going to get their shit together. I don't know when, but they want to right their wrongs because of this balance card. However, I feel like they're dragging their feet because they still need to make this decision between you and someone else. And that's the main issue you two are having, is this third party situation. Let's get some hitting messages and see what your person would like to say to you. Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo for the month of January? My life is not as together as it seems. So maybe, they put on this facade like, they're just, they just had their shit together. They had a successful career. Everyone loves them, when that's just truly not the case. I just feel like, they're really, really fronting. And like I said, because of that Emperor energy, yes, they love you, but they're very egotistical. So, that's just what it is. This says, I wish I could take my words back. So for some of you, maybe you two got into like a heated argument. And, remember the oracle that says time? You're trying too hard, give it time. So maybe if you two got into it and separated, don't rush back into things with this person, because like I said, they still have a choice to make between you and someone else, and they know that, but they're just sitting on their ass and refusing to make that decision right now. And they know that they're wrong about it because the Justice card came out, so they know that they need to right this wrong with you. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Virgo? What other messages? Whoop. I don't react when people mention you, so they try to act like, they're not bothered by you two being separated. Then it says, it's time for me to heal now. And I don't know why I feel the need to pull some final messages from this deck. So, and I haven't used this in a minute. So let's see. Spirit, can you give me clear, accurate messages for Virgo for the month of January? Make sure these are shuffled. What does Virgo need to know? Give me one more message. Okay. So the first one, you have universe, and it says we're all just stardust. When we're children, we can barely comprehend the vastness of our own lives, let alone the existence of other planets. It's not long before we learn we aren't the center of the universe. We are but specks of stardust in one of its many skies. However, we must all still do our part to take care of our own individual worlds, or else it throws everything else off balance. Make sure to keep balance in your life. Don't forget the bigger picture. And, remember you got the Justice card, which represents balance. So Spirit is basically telling you, find balance in your life. Focus on self-love and self-care. Become more self-aware of what's going on. And the next one, you have tree. Let them go. You often take on the pain of others. You used to think it was because you're an empath, but these days you're not so sure. Sometimes it feels like other people are emptying their emotions into you and giving nothing in return. Sometimes we even feel we've inherited pain from those who come before us in our family tree. This is your permission to let go. Your life is ultimately about you, not what other people expect you to carry for them. So stop taking on the weight of others. Because sometimes people can dump all their problems onto you, and you're like a sponge and you just soak it up. But that's not good for you, because that one stresses you out, probably, I'm pretty sure. And it almost feels like you may feel obligated just to be there for everybody, but then you got to ask yourself, who's there for you? Take some time to focus on you. It's time for you to heal. It's like I said, focus on self-love. And the last one says castle. It's time for healing, not war. Wow, I just said that. It's time for you to heal. Don't burn something down to the ground unless you have a plan to build something better in its place. But it's too late for that, isn't it? You got angry, you pointed fingers, you called for war, and war was exactly what you got. Now that it's time for healing and reparations, what's your plan? You need, excuse me, I don't know why I keep burping. Sorry, guys. You need to take the same initiative and determination you had when this started and figure it out. Never neglect your intuition. So always listen to your intuition no matter what. If you feel something is not right, believe that it's not right. Know that it's not right. And I feel like whatever happened between you and this person, just know you don't really owe them anything. It's time for you to start putting yourself first. Don't ever beg someone to choose you. You make sure you choose you. That's the most important thing. Always put you first. And learn to love yourself more than anyone else can, because how can you receive love from someone if you don't truly love yourself first? So take some spiritual baths, focus on self-care, self-love, and I hope that this helped, and I will talk to you next week for the weeklies.